today. From FedExField in Landover, Maryland, this is the National Football League. Wentz and the Washington Commanders taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedExField here in Landover. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from FedExField. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the third team in 3 years for Wentz and the fourth starter in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full 17 games, leading the Colts to a 9-8 record and almost into the playoffs.
Wentz first play going right to the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Not to take him for granted, but it was business as usual for Terry McLaurin, up over 1,000 yards for the second straight year. Now he gets to work with Carson Wentz in Washington and may be the best receiver Wentz has had to throw to in his entire 7-year career. That connection yields a first down with that throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Wentz. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Second down at 5. Wentz to throw again. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They'd been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stop him short. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards that time. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Jones. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 4. Now Wentz. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And again, it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now Crosby for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Wentz now on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw.
It returns it right back to Samuel.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Sly able to put this one through.
And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon God.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he's got room.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Rodgers on target there to Lazard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Jones has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
An inside give to Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers going to try and run. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point try now for Crosby.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Wentz now on first down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
2nd and 2.
Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Gibson.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay 1st.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
So Wentz and the Commanders
down by 15. A minute 50 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing on first is Wentz.
Pass complete, Thomas.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Gets this to Gibson.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Chris Barnes.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right, Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.